the last part of the tutorial, we're going to get into deep link routing. So we're essentially going to, now that we have these branch links that open up our application, we want these links to actually route to a specific dog or cat. And then, actually, this won't be the last. We're going to have one more after this. But we're going to show you how to link to the appropriate page in the application, depending on the link. Great. Okay, so we've integrated the branch SDK. We have links that are opening our application. Let's go in and let's get back into the code and see if we can figure this out. So let's go into our app delegate file. Actually, this is essentially the overarching function or overarching file that's really doing all the behind-the-scenes work. It has all these functions that are called when the app's open or when it's launched for the first time, when it goes into the background, when it closes for the first time, when it enters the foreground. We can just delete all of these. Besides the first one, we need did finish launching with options. Okay, so if we go to our branch, oh geez, this is all in. Oh, perfect, Swift. So if we go to our branch deep linking SDK, we can see in this tutorial this whole Swift section. We're just going to copy all the code in here, and we are going to put it. Actually, we can just replace all of these functions here, with all of this code here. Great. How easy was that? Now what's going to happen is we're essentially creating this branch instance, and this branch has this function that's getting called. Oh, shoot! I'm getting a warning here, and I know what we forgot to do is actually import branch. So we have the branch SDK, but we haven't imported it into this file. So we need to go import branch, and that should take care of those errors. One more. This documentation might be out of date, so let's just fix this. So it just took away that question mark. Other than that, it all is this is not liking it, so let's call branch init session. Here we go. So we want to do the init session. When you do branch dot init session. So sorry, let's rewind for a second. So I had this block of code here. This is in my did finish launching with options. This is an old version of this function. So what we're going to have to do is let's just delete this block. So from the return true up to the branch init session, let's just delete that whole block. And then we're going to write branch dot init session. And then we're going to find the option that has and registered deep link handler with callback params. Okay. Now, Xcode's going to be super helpful here. It's going to highlight this first section, which we're going to fill in with launch options. So it should be launch options. And then the second one, we're going to select it and click enter. Okay. Now, once you click enter, it's going to highlight this first parameter here, and you want to put in params, and the second parameter is error. So your code should look exactly like this. Now this is where the branch information is going to get passed into. So let's say branch, let's say if not error, that exclamation mark means not. And I think this is what the, oh, let's do this actually. Let's just copy it from here. Error equals null. Oh, yeah, that's not the right syntax. Error equal to nil. which means that there's no error. Then let's print out the params. Whatever, we'll just keep that there. There's an easier way of doing that, but what we can do actually, sorry, it's going to give us this warning. That's going to bug me. So just, this print is actually going to be params / parentheses, and then inside the parentheses you're going to have the params !, description. Great. Okay. I know that was a lot. Let's try running this, and let's try opening this with, oh no. What does it want here? Let's just provide a default value, so whatever, we'll just fix it by, that's, okay. You know what, let's just leave it as that. I know that that's going to bug me, but we'll just leave. All we're trying to do is just see what these parameters are printing. So make sure you open up your console log here so we can see what's being printed out. Let's Command-Shift-H to go home. Go into the messages. Our link is still there. Perfect. Open it, and now that that's open, it should pass in all of this information. This is all this branch link information. So you can see, look, this is our referring link. Did click branch link is this one means true. So we're passing in these branch parameters here. Now that we've verified that, we're going to need to figure out a way to actually pass in dog versus cat information. And we'll get into that in the next tutorial.